You don't need to layer a bunch of different products to cover up your acne. You just need good ones. I'm gonna show you how I cover up my breakouts so they don't crust over and they don't look too cakey. For skin prep, I just use a very sticky primer and very hydrating products. I'm gonna go in with the Tower 28 concealer. I really like this concealer because there's a lot of coverage, but it's also a serum concealer, so it won't dry up. I'm gonna let this sit for about a minute so it gets a little bit more tacky. I'm gonna go in and blend it with your finger. I know a lot of people talk about the NARS pot concealer, but I feel like this concealer is just as good. If you use your fingers instead of a brush or a beauty blender, it won't pick up as much product. And you don't wanna blend it in too much because you are gonna be going over it with a foundation or a skin tint, so it'll blend naturally there. Just with this concealer alone, my acne is gone, but we're not gonna stop there. Now I'm gonna go in with my skin tint. I'm using Seal. This is actually acne safe. That's why I love it when I'm breaking out. Go in with a brush, and where my breakouts are, I kind of just tap the product around. I'm not a super big fan of powder, but when it comes to my acne, I do like to set it because I do not want my makeup to move. So what I do is I take a little bit of powder, I pat it on the back of my hand just to make sure everything is spread out evenly. And I go in over my breakouts and I just kind of bake those little spots. With the setting spray and then do the rest of my makeup. I'm back, I'm done with my base, and I have never had a freckle or a beauty mark over here, but today we do because we're just gonna pretend they're not pimples and they're beauty marks. But I want my base to be a little bit more dewy and glowy because as it dries down throughout the day, the makeup's gonna crust over, it's gonna start creasing. So we wanna start off with a pretty dewy base, but that is how I cover up my acne.